And we're back, part 3, Bamboozled, alright? We began that film at approximately 10 p.m. We identified and researched some of the modern-day offensive imagery of the film, in which case we identified what entertainment was, alright? Which is portrayed or given to us through certain media, alright? Media being we identified that as a mythological character of Greek origin, alright, who was a caster of spells. And in fact, the character of Medea is actually based on an older mythological character, but that's another lesson too. We'll go into that another date and time, alright? In which case, you also want to reconsider some of our certain film producers and their certain series of films that revolve around a certain character who's casting spells on us, giving us an idea of minstrel activity. Minstrel, alright? I'll get back into that in a second. In which, okay, so like within the entertainment monster, or within the entertainment complex, you have producers of entertainment, actors or players who portray certain characteristics of the entertainment, and then an audience which entertains or is entertained or digests this. But we'll get into entertainment in a little bit, alright? Now, what happens when a conflict of interest arises? Okay, well, Bamboozled is a film, a Spike Lee joint of satirical comedy produced in 2000. It focuses on a modern-day minstrel show, which I call the minstrel show. Synonyms, you want to look up the word synonym if you're not familiar with it. Alright, this is for the young and the old alike. Okay, it never hurts to review, repeat, and to reinforce our knowledge. Okay, triple R. Think about it. Okay, in which case, minstrel, M-I-N-S-T-R-E-L, is a certain form of satire. Okay, a certain genre of entertainment, which goes back to the very early stages of entertainment in the country of America, alright, or within the corporation of America. It's another lesson too. 1871, Incorporation of America, or the Incorporation of the United States. Some more history, alright. Elements of this minstrel show have yet to stop. So that's the reason why I called it a minstrel show, okay? Because this is like a bloody period of entertainment. I don't mean to say it as such. Please, do not be offended by the language. The language is I'm using it literal and not necessarily, and also figuratively, okay? So metaphorically and, stately speaking, all right? So, some of the actors that were in that film, and you may want to check it out, were Damon Wayans, Jada Pinkett Smith, Tommy Davidson, Mos Def, and a star-studded cast of entertainers from The Roots to some other great names too. We're just going to stay it like that. Elements of the first hued actors, hued denoting darker pigment of skin, alright, and that can be, the world's people, the first people on the planet were all of darker complexion, okay? That's just science. That's biology. That's a science lesson for you, okay? The study of bio of life, okay? Bi, two means that it can't be unilateral. It can't be a singularity. It revolves around duality. Duality equals balance. Something else to think about. We'll get into the nature of duality at another date and time. All right. So the elements of the first two actors are portrayed human beings primarily in positions of servitude, absent independent thought. They couldn't do nothing without master say so. Nothing. Alright? So think about that. These certain characters, or these portrayed characters, behaved, spoke, ate, danced, and accepted scraps of decency for opportunity, prominence, and status. The presence of these elements still exists in our modern day, where our so-called black empowerment movements lack true political status that allows us to govern what we mentally entertain for free. Okay, meaning to free our mental, okay, to have an independent self-governing system, okay, self-law. You need to self-law, meaning like you need to accept the responsibility of your actions. We all do. We're all paying the cost, paying certain debts to society. Right? Respect debts over here. Recognizing what is slander and verifiable information. Just because it says it's for you doesn't mean it is. Music, film, literature, painting, clothing, and apparel equal entertainment. Entertainment, okay? Entertainment. internal, tame, thinking. Okay, digestion, excuse me. Tame is digestion or gestation, all right? And mentality, thinking. So inner thinking, digestion, or inner digestion of thinking. Okay, so these are things that we all need to think on. Think on these things. I self-law and master. Love, peace, truth, freedom, and justice to all. Honor your mother and your father, and your days shall be long upon this earthland. Respect.